What's up, guys? It's Tosh here, back with another video, and we are back with the only podcast that matters. Here with Jason, here with Logan, and today we're going to be discussing just our thoughts about the NBA as of recently, right now, standings, our thoughts on who we think is in the top couple of people for MVP. Just going over a couple of our NBA thoughts as of late. So
and predictions, yes.
Yeah, predictions heading into the playoffs and shit like that. So yeah, starting it off, y'all want to start with the standings or?
The Nets are better than the Bucks. It's the first thing I have to say in the video.
That's crazy.
Nets are better than the Bucks.
Even at full strength, I'm pretty sure Milwaukee can beat that.
76ers are better than the Bucks.
I mean,
okay. With that being said, let's get started into the top 10 contenders in the NBA as of right now. The date is February 25th, 2022.
My 10th team, right, for contenders would be the Nuggets. Now, the Nuggets, Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. are supposed to are scheduled to come back by the end of the season. Now, if you add that to Jokic, just fucking imagine what they can do.
We back in the bubble with it. Western Conference potential. I don't know about this season, but
automatically they're like a top 3 team with both of them added.
I don't know. We've seen those three guys together, and they in the bubble, and they only went to the conference finals. They did have to play the champions.
They only went to the conference finals. Like, why you say that like it's nothing?
They did have to play the champions, though. They did have to play the Lakers. All right, for my number 10 team, I have the Mavericks, Luka Magic. They've been on a great hot streak now, playing some of the best defense in the fucking NBA, and Luka is just going nuts. Ever since they traded and packed up that boy Kristaps Porzingis, he's been going for 50 balls, 40 balls, throwing dimes.
Casual.
I don't think there's a lot of teams in the West.
Outside of Luka, the Mavericks might be the worst team in the league. They have the least talent of any team I've ever seen.
That's not true. You are no. They have great defenders that are very underrated, like Maxi Kleber, Dorian Finney-Smith.
When you take the ball out of Luka's hands, that team is
Brunson's a bucket.
Bad.
Brunson's a bucket.
Jalen Brunson is going to get a contract this offseason.
We're not saying Jalen Brunson's end-all be-all, but he's a great backup when Luka's doesn't have the ball in his hands for sure.
But those are the only 2 people you can give the ball to on the team.
And let me tell you this. I will pick Luka over most of these teams in this Western Conference.
I don't have that much faith in Luka solely because of his roster. I have faith in Luka, but his roster just doesn't match up to some of these other teams.
Bro, we've seen it. He played one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, the Clippers, at full strength. He took them to 7.
Did he take him to 7? Oh yeah. But
yes,
I mean, wait. Kawhi went down in that series, or was it the Utah series?
No, Utah.
Okay. Yeah, Luka is a dog, bro. Regardless of roster, you got to give Luka some more credit than that. So yeah, I feel
ever since he's come back from that injury, he's been on fire.
Right. Definitely. It's a shame though with that Porzingis thing. That would have been so tough if he was healthy and consistent, bro. Like
it's number 9.
He has to do his number 10.
Oh, yeah, should I have to do my number 10? I have the Celtics at number 10. They've been on a roll lately. I'm not trying to knock them and say they're not going to be shit, but at the same time, I'm saying they're not going to be shit because, bro, like, I don't know what, like, they're on like an 8-9 game win streak. That's great. JB and Tatum are starting to ramp it up. Everything's working and clicking. I think they have, like, the best defense in the league. Yeah, they traded for Derek White.
Great addition
to the team. Marcus Smart's been playing more consistent. They're playing really good right now, but I just truthfully feel like they won't be able to contain that for the playoffs. They might, maybe second round, maybe at most, bro. But
I think the Celtics are a lot better than you're giving them credit for. They have
and it's like
I'm pretty sure me and Logan will get to that one where we have the Celtics on our list. So that's fine. That's completely fine.
Yeah, Celtics at 10 for me, bro. That's all I got to say.
Get to your number 9, Taj.
My number 9, it's just so hard because I fucking love the Bulls, bro. And they've been playing so, like, phenomenally great. It's hard, but the East is so, like, close. And just the league in general, especially the teams I have over them. So, yeah, number 9, I have the Bulls, bro.
Didn't make my list.
That's crazy. I mean, I understand because it's close. But Debo and Zach, bro, and then they get Levine and Caruso back, bro. They're going to be fucking elite in the playoffs. I don't know for sure how deep I think they'll go, but they're going to make some fucking noise, bro. Like, there's no way. DeMar DeRozan is top 2 in MVP voting right now, in my eyes, at least. So, Bulls are elite, bro.
Okay, for my number 9, I have the Brooklyn Nets, and this might sound insane.
No, he's trolling. Yo, kick him off the fucking podcast.
That's crazy.
No, fuck this shit, bro.
No. Let me hear it, because I understand
Hear me out. Brooklyn Nets substituted one of the best point guards in the NBA for a guy who is mentally. He's not tough. He's not mentally tough.
He faked it.
He didn't
He didn't
fake
fake it.
anything.
He didn't fake it.
He was in a game 7 against the Atlanta Hawks, a team that should not have been there in the first place, and he had a mental block and didn't want to dunk over a 5'11" Trae Young.
They can literally just fucking bench those Nets right now without
Okay. You
without
bench
Ben
him.
Simmons are a top 5 team in the league without Ben Simmons.
So you're telling me Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, Patty Mills,
Andre Drummond.
Kevin Durant, and Andre Drummond. That's a top 10 team in the NBA.
They're
top
like
5 team. That's a top 5 team in the league.
They are at least like 6, 7, 8 seed play in maybe. You know, without
I don't know,
Ben,
bro. With this upcoming schedule, they might drop out of the
I'd
play-in.
argue they're still better than the Bucks without
Oh
Simmons.
my God.
that's crazy.
I'd say there's an argument to be had there.
There's definitely an argument.
I just think with the way the season's going right now for the Nets and how we don't know. Do we have a timetable for Kevin Durant?
He said that he was at practice a couple of days ago, or yesterday, I think it was. So they said sometime within the next couple of weeks he's gonna be back. So
I mean, they have a rough set of games this next couple.
yeah, they're
next
definitely
couple
gonna
weeks.
drop, no doubt.
I think they fall out of the play-in, man, with these next couple games, and I don't know if Kevin Durant is going to be able to pull them out of this deep hole that they're in.
It depends.
I don't think so.
It depends on how far they fall, though, because once Kevin Durant comes back and Kyrie's able to get in there a
I
little
think
bit,
these next 5 games they lose every single one of them.
every single one. What was it again? You said
They got. I'm pretty sure Miami. They have to play Philadelphia. They have to play the Raptors twice, and the Celtics.
yeah, it is looking a little bit
Number
rough.
9, I got
And
the
Milwaukee.
Grizzlies.
And Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's tough.
Not much to say about the Grizzlies, number 9. I mean, they're good. They're a great team, but yeah, they have a
Oh,
ceiling.
number 9. Oh. All right, you go to your number 8 now, Logan.
Number 8, I have the Bulls.
Okay,
Why?
valid.
I mean, they have better like shot making than the Grizzlies, so I'd put them above the Grizzlies. The Bulls are a team that's built to win in the playoffs because they have a great half-court offense. Like between Levine, between DeRozan, Vucevic, they could score in the half-court. And Lonzo's hurt right now; he's not even on the team. So once they get Lonzo and Caruso back, it's gonna be fucking.
They're gonna be fucking
they got the
elite, bro.
defense. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 8 is the Boston Celtics, and the reason why they are I feel like this team can upset a team that they play in the first round easily, and this is because of the hot streak they've been on. They started to figure things out defensively. Number 1 defensive team in the league, if I'm not mistaken, right now.
Yeah.
They have the elite wing play. They have Jason Tatum, arguably a top 10 player in the NBA. I don't know if that's even a debate anymore. And then they also have Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, extreme depth, and then they have a nice young center who's great at defending
Yes,
defending the paint. They have Robert Covington. No, they don't have Robert. Oh my God, why did I?
They got Al
Robert
Horford.
Williams. They have Robert Williams.
Yeah, Time Lord Robert Williams. He's been going crazy for them at that center position. Yeah, and as y'all started talking about the Celtics more, it's tricky, bro. It's really close.
No, I don't think it's close. I think today Celtics match up with Philadelphia. They give them a run for their money. They give them the run for their money.
Yeah, okay.
But if the Celtics match up with a team like Chicago, I would put money on Chicago losing that series.
Dude,
and the
what?
reason for that, and the reason for the Bulls not being on my list, is because they need DeMar DeRozan to show out. And don't get me wrong, he's been playing great this season, MVP candidate, all that. But will he be able to consistently put up those numbers in the playoffs and be able to combat the limited wing defense that they have? And teams like that have great wing players in the East. There's a lot of great teams with wing players in the East. But Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are probably the best 2 wing, like, on the same team in the Eastern Conference, and I don't think the Bulls have enough defense to combat that firepower.
I'm telling you, bro. You're acting like Zach LaVine don't exist. I personally, bro.
Zach LaVine is paper. He's paper. You walk right by him.
Okay, I'm not saying he's an elite
I think you're
defender.
overestimating how much defense matters.
Defense wins championships, and defense is
If I'm
super
not mistaken,
important.
the number 1 defense won the championship the last 2 years. I think maybe 3 years. Was Toronto number 1?
They were up there. I don't know if they were number one, but
They might have been number one, but the last 2 years, the number one defense has won the championship.
nah, bro. Like I'm telling you, once I'm not saying Lonzo and Caruso are going to full on stop JB and Jason Tatum, but they're going to slow them down and make it hard for them. I'm not
But
saying.
will the offense of the Chicago Bulls, which is mainly DeMar DeRozan right now, will he be able to put up the same numbers as Jaylen Brown and Jason
Hell
Tatum?
yeah.
I know
Hell
they,
yeah.
I know they have
Why are
Zach
you gonna-
LaVine. I know they have Zach LaVine. I know that.
Wait,
I
but
know that.
why are you gonna sit here and act like Zach LaVine can't fucking score? That
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
understand.
talking
No, he
about.
can.
Point
He
is-
can score. He can score. But from watching Chicago Bulls games, they tend to work through DeMar DeRozan. And I don't mean to get at people what they were,
wrong with that?
but in the big moments, DeMar DeRozan has been big this season. Don't get me wrong, but he has a history of in the conference finals and in the playoffs in general of just shrinking and not
That's
being
bullshit.
himself.
Different
That's
scenario.
It's not.
Different
It's
scenario.
not bullshit.
Different
That's
scenario.
bullshit because he had to carry every fucking team and he had to play LeBron in almost every series. And you can't
Yeah,
expect him
way
to beat
different
fucking
scenario.
LeBron.
Way different
He's
scenario.
not playing LeBron anymore.
All right,
It's
all right.
literally not playing
We'll
LeBron.
see come playoff time. We'll see them out of the first round come playoff time.
Okay,
Go to
buddy.
your number 8,
Depends
Tosh.
who they play.
If they play the Celtics, they're gone.
That's crazy. No, I'm putting money on the Bulls, bro.
That's
I
a
don't.
7-game series.
I'll give the Celtics 6, bro. Bulls are packing them up. I don't care. I don't
Celtics in
care.
5.
That's fucking
chill.
okay,
Chill,
okay,
chill,
bro.
chill,
Okay,
chill,
okay.
chill, chill.
My number 8 is the Nets. Like you said, Jason, they're in a weird spot right
Wow.
now until they get their players back and that
Why are we
mandate lifts.
why are we being stupid on purpose though? Why
No,
are we
no, no,
being dumb?
we're not
It's
being
Why are
stupid.
we ignoring-
It's not.
Logan, they're gonna
Are we
drop,
going
bro.
off what ifs? Are we going off of like?
No,
oh,
we're
well,
going
they're
off
not
of what
healthy?
it is right now.
Right
What
now and
is
heading
it?
forward. Right now and heading forward, bro.
Sorry, dude, what are you like assuming they're just not going to be healthy? I don't
And
understand.
I know they're gonna get
I'm
healthy.
assuming that they lose these next couple games, they get into a deep hole, and they're not able to get out of it. They're in a playing team.
They're
Now
going to
they have
get
to
in
win.
the they're going to get
they're
in the
gonna-
fucking playoffs. They're going to be
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
they're gonna be.
Okay,
in the playoffs.
but in a playing situation, they lose one game, they're out. Let's say they're the 9th seed. They lose one game, they're out of the play-in. And this Nets team that hasn't played enough games together, I don't think they are a guaranteed lock to beat a team in one game. I don't think they are.
Okay.
I don't think they are.
Okay, for me with the Nets at number 8, I know they're going to get back healthy. I know they're going to have their roster when it comes time for playoffs or play-in. If they're in the play-in, all the other teams in the East that are in the play-in are going to get smacked by a healthy Nets team. The Nets are making it into the playoffs. The Hornets might give them a run. That's probably it. I think Toronto is actually
Atlanta. What about Atlanta?
Atlanta's been super inconsistent, and not to say they won't be good then, but it's hard to say right now. They've been up and down with injuries and everything, and just how their play has been inconsistently. Or inconsistently, shall I say so?
But let me say this. Okay, let's say the Nets go down to the 9 seed, right? The Hornets move up to the 8. The Nets beat the Hawks. Will they beat the Hornets or the Raptors to get into the playoffs?
Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, and Kyrie Irving, along with additional help from Seth Curry,
I
Andre
understand
Drummond,
that,
are going to.
but
They're not
it's
losing
one
to the
game.
fucking
They are not
Raptors in
losing
one
to the
game. They're not
Raptors
losing to
or the Hornets,
fucking
bro.
Raptors.
They're not doing that.
If you think Pascal Siakam is gonna outscore fucking Durant in a half-court setting, I don't like you as a human being.
my God.
You need to calm down. All right, they're a great fucking team. They have Kevin Durant.
Nets healthy are eviscerating
Like,
the
you need to
rest
calm
of the
down.
play-in of the Eastern Conference. No doubt.
I don't know.
No
I don't
doubt.
know. It's one
No
game.
doubt.
It is one game, though.
It is
It's
one game. Anything can happen, but on paper, as of right now, it looks to be Nets are
So
still going to
you bashed me for having Nets at 9, but you had them at 8.
Yeah, because I had to reevaluate. I had to move them because where I had them originally, I'm like,
All right.
yeah.
All right, enough of the Nets until Logan has them at fucking 1. But who's your 7, Taj?
My 7 is currently the Cavs right now. They've been
Same.
They have been
Perfect.
so hot all season, bro. Darius Garland,
Cavs
Jared.
aren't on my list.
What?
They're not on my
Wait.
list.
Okay, I'm not even gonna ask you who you have over them on the list, but I guess we'll see soon. Cavs have
Want
been
me to say
great.
why?
Wait. He had the Nuggets over the Cavaliers?
Yeah,
I think so.
they're gonna be
That's
healthy.
why.
They're going to be healthy.
I don't think the Cavs outside of Garland can't really score in a half court. Like
Okay,
they don't
yeah.
have any good scorers.
Scoring aside,
They're
defensively,
win in the regular season.
Levert?
Levert's
He's a
a-
bench player.
He's a.
He's a 6-man.
they have him off the bench. Yeah, that's weird. I'd start him
I think they start him in the playoffs.
definitely.
I mean, They don't have too many good wings. Like I don't know. They're not that
They
good.
don't have too many because they're good at the bigs. Their bigs are really fucking good.
That
You
big
add like
man
LeBron
game?
to that team, they're the fucking best team in the league. But you know, just say that about it.
Okay.
They're one wing away.
Okay. So you don't think there's a chance they beat Milwaukee? They match up well against Milwaukee.
They could beat Milwaukee, but
You don't think they could beat Chicago? I think they could beat Chicago too.
The Cavs have a bigger case against Chicago than the Celtics do, for sure.
Yeah.
Don't say that,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of these Western Conference teams. The Cavaliers could beat them. Like Memphis, Cavaliers could beat them.
Their offense is clunky though sometimes.
But Garland is a top 5 point guard in the NBA right now, so I trust him. I trust him with that.
Yeah, he's gonna find his guys in lob spots or finishing down low. They'll be fine.
All right, Logan, let's get to your number 7 because me and Tosh have the same exact take.
My number 7.
Yeah, and then you go into your 6 right after that.
Number 7, I have the Heat. And number 7, I have the Heat because. I mean, I feel like they're a great team, but like I think they have a ceiling. I don't think they're that talented, to be honest. Like they're a great team and shit, but they're not that good. And so right below them.
We've never seen them healthy though. We've never seen them fully
They're
healthy.
healthy right now. They got Kyle, Jimmy, and Bam, and they got Hero going crazy.
Yeah. But this is the first stint of us seeing them fully healthy. They don't have Victor Oladipo, do they?
What is he gonna do? Hold on. Can we just take a second?
He was.
He
was pretty decent.
He was. They're just not talented enough compared to other teams.
You don't think they're talented enough?
Wise, I don't. They're not gonna score like the Sixers, the Nets, but like they're just not gonna.
Yeah, but they're gonna lock them motherfuckers up though. They're gonna
Are they
lock
though?
them up.
Because who's guarding Embiid? Like
Bam? Are you crazy?
Bam Adebayo is like 6'8". I don't know if you know
he's
that.
6'9", but okay.
He's 6'9" and he jumps like a million feet.
It doesn't matter.
He's guarding him, but he might not be stopping him. That's all I'll say.
Alright, well, right below them, I have the Celtics.
Okay, all right, okay.
I think the Celtics are like, this is like their year. Like they've waited so long. I feel like they could beat any team in the league.
To put this in comparison, I think the Celtics are last year's Hawks. I feel like
that's
they
fair.
will be.
That's a fair comparison.
But they're better than last year's Hawks.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Actually
100%.
a good team. Like the Hawks kind of just got lucky, but you know, because the fucking Sixers wanted to do what they did. Like they shouldn't even have been there. The
Sixers wouldn't have won that game.
I think the Sixers had a 26-point lead at home in like game 5 or 6 or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, and they fouled Simmons every single time.
Hack of Simmons, bro. That shit was crazy.
Like they lost that series, but the Sixers lost it. So
yeah, in terms of that, the Hawks didn't win, the Sixers lost, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, you're done with your number 6. My number 6 is Memphis, and I want to go back and say something and correct you because you said some stupid shit. You said Memphis does not have shooters. You are wrong.
Can we just list them?
Can we let Ja Morant? What does he shoot from 3 right now? I swear is above maybe 39.
I'm gonna check, but keep going with your point about Memphis, though. I got you.
Desmond Bane is one of the best shooters in the NBA. Dylan Brooks is a fucking sniper. Brandon Clark off the bench can fucking shoot. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and he can shoot the ball. I don't know where you got this that they don't have shooters. They have Tyus Jones off the bench. He can shoot the ball. I don't know what. The only person on their team that cannot shoot is Steven Adams. That is it. And Ja Morant is playing like a bona fide MVP candidate. He did go down in injury and then he came back. I don't know about that. He did come back in the game, right? Ja Morant got hurt and he came back in the game.
Yeah.
He didn't look great, but I feel like Memphis is a great team. They have good defense, they have good shooting, and they have a great initiator of the offense, Ja Morant, and they have a good rebounder in Steven Adams. So I think they fall at number 6 for me. I think they beat a lot of. They could go to the Western Conference Finals easily in my mind.
I think their defense is that good, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and he's literally on their team.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
Most
that.
def. And then when they get healthy, like you said with my guy, what's his name, Dylan Brooks, they're nice on the wing. I mean, yeah, I have Memphis at 6-2, bro. I feel like they can upset some teams and make some noise for sure. They remind me.
Isn't even an upset. They're the 3rd seed.
Yeah, they've reached that point of elite recognition. So I feel like Memphis could definitely make some noise and not necessarily upset people.
Are we up to 5?
Yeah, we're at 5
Yeah,
now.
Taj, get into your number 5.
Oh, you gotta love number 5.
All right, so
Get into your number 5.
number 5 for me is Miami. Well, Logan.
Bro, we have the same list.
Yeah, we have some
Yeah,
similar
love my
lists.
number 5.
Oh God.
Your number 5. I know who your number 5 is, but wait, let's talk about Miami real quick after he just disrespected them, Taj.
Yeah, what Logan was saying with Miami and not them not having scores. That
2
is
spots.
That is false. That is false. That
Like-
is just false.
like truthfully at the end of the day they are a
I didn't say
well-rounded.
they didn't have scores. I said they weren't as talented as
Weren't
those.
as
Yeah,
talented,
at the
okay.
scoring, but they make up for it with their elite defense. They have
They're-
elite defenders on the team, and they play good team defense. And with the scoring thing, they have a guy off the bench who was averaging 20, 25 at one point. People were calling him better than James Harden.
Yeah, people were wilding, but Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero is
And the thing about Miami is they fucking just find people. They just find people.
Caleb
Max
Martin,
Strus-
Max
Max
Strus,
Strus, they
fucking
just find people. Yurtsevin, they just find motherfuckers, and they all play great. And with Miami going down with a lot of injuries, these guys who we don't know have been getting big roles, and they've shown that they're actual good NBA players.
right.
And Miami
like,
is just deep, very deep team.
Yeah,
Very
that's
deep
what I'm
team,
saying.
Led
They're-
by Jimmy fucking Butler. Jimmy Butler, bro.
and Kyle
They're
Lowry.
great. They're like the greatest team outside of like the best teams. You know what I mean? They're like the best team outside of.
Okay,
the
well
best teams.
me and Taj have them top 5. So what's your number 5? And tell me why it's Milwaukee.
Number 5, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. I do not trust the Milwaukee Bucks if they have faded from last year. They're not as good as they were last year, and the teams this year are way better than they were last year.
Let me make one point. They
Just
had
in the-
a lot of injuries this season. A lot of injuries
exactly,
this season.
exactly. That's adversity. In the East, in the East last year, the Sixers were not there. The Nets were not healthy. I would say the Celtics right now are better than they were last year.
Yeah.
I'd say the Heat are better. They are better than they were last year. All of these teams are better, right? So I just don't see them repeating. I see the Nets, the Heat, the Sixers. I see one of those teams knocking them off. I can't see them going back to the finals. I can't see it. If they get there, they could for sure probably win it again, but I just don't see them getting back to the finals. I can't see it.
That's all you have to say about Milwaukee? So get into your number 4.
Plus they're just really just not as good in any category as they were last year. Like as a half court offense, it's like you're gonna give the ball to Middleton. If he's not scoring, it's fucking. What are you gonna do?
Taj, we're gonna get into Milwaukee where we had them on the list, but go ahead for number 4, Logan.
Number four, I have the system-made lightning in a bottle. Got lucky, good team, but just not. I have the Phoenix Suns. Number 4.
No way! Lightning in a
Phoenix
bottle?
Suns.
Lightning in a bottle?
Phoenix Suns. I don't think they're nearly as talented as the top 3 teams. I don't think so. I don't think their defense is that good. I don't think. I mean, outside of like, I don't know. I just don't think they're that good. I don't know.
That's all you have to say about the number 1 team in the NBA?
That's
I think they're a very good regular season team. Like
They went to
I
the
don't know.
finals last year.
I just don't. I don't see. Even if they get to the finals, they're not beating a fucking East team, and they're not beating the Nets. They're not beating the Sixers. They're not beating the fucking. They're definitely not beating the Bucks. They're not beating any of these fucking.
Wait,
teams.
wait.
Not gonna happen.
Wait. You said the Bucks weren't as good as last year, so the Suns, if they go to the finals again, they're not going to beat this worst Bucks team?
No, I don't. No, I don't think they would beat them.
So then why are the Suns higher on your list?
There's some
Because they would have they'd have a way easier path to the finals. All they have to do is somehow the Warriors get eliminated and they're in the finals. I couldn't see, and literally no one else is even. All of my top teams are East besides the Suns and the Warriors.
yeah.
And the Grizzlies and Nuggets are 9 and 10, so those teams are far. So literally the Suns just have to get lucky again, and just somehow the fucking Warriors fuck up and they're in the finals.
Oh, all right. Well,
That's why they're 4. Really,
Okay.
I could put them. Really, if I wanted to, I could really say that the Celtics are better. I could say the Heat are better.
Okay, you need to calm down.
I could see the Bulls would give them a run for their money. I don't know.
Mute
I'd
his
say a lot
mic.
of these
The
teams.
Bulls?
I'd say I don't know. I'd say the Nuggets with Murray and Porter back full strength. I'd say they could beat them. I don't know.
Man,
I don't think they're
know.
that good, honestly. I really just don't think they're that good.
Okay.
Before we move on, I can understand the lightning in the bottle thing, especially from last year with the injuries. Like they just kind of like I
But
feel
bro,
like a lot
how
of.
is what they're doing not proving that they're not lightning in a
Oh
bottle?
yeah, no doubt. That's why I said last year I could feel the lightning in the bottle, but this year there's no doubt that the Suns, if the Warriors fuck up, like you said, the Suns are going straight to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, I put them at 4. I mean, they're a top 4 team. Like,
Yeah, but
That's not too
just,
crazy.
That's
not too
just
crazy.
low for
I put them above.
low.
I put them above the Bucks, and they lost to the Bucks in the finals.
All
so,
right.
I mean, like,
Okay. Number 4 for me is Philadelphia.
Same.
And this list was made after the James Harden trade. I just feel like the team, from watching it the first time, they look decent. They look very good. They look like a great scoring, fun team. But there's just teams in the East that I think that they can beat. They can't beat. Milwaukee is one of them. I don't think they can beat Milwaukee. I think
they beat literally they beat Milwaukee at Milwaukee a week ago without James Harden.
Harden.
Oh, wait,
after a 40-point loss to the Celtics.
Wait, the Suns are 41-10, but that's the regular season, so it doesn't matter.
But they literally beat them without Harden after a 40-point loss.
The Suns are 41-10, but they're number 4.
They're 41. I thought they were 49-10.
I'm talking about that one game. They match up with the Bucks. Like they literally match up with the Bucks.
They do. But I don't think they can beat Milwaukee.
They're a better team. They have a better defense and a better offense. They're a better team.
Better defense?
I don't know. I'd say their defense is about even. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I don't trust Danny Green.
Their offense is far better. Their offense is far better.
And depending on how James Harden feels that type of day, that's what I'm gonna give.
Their offense is unlimited times better. Like way better. Just their offense is way. They'll put more. They won't be. The Bucks are not outscoring the fucking Sixers. So they better find a way to guard Embiid because they are not outscoring them.
All right. From how you're talking, I think you have Philly 1.
Both Harden and Embiid are better than their top scorer, Giannis, at scoring. So I mean, like,
is he? Are they? Wait, are they?
Yes, they are. We're not gonna.
I'll give you Embiid. James Harden's a better scorer than Giannis.
Yes. If he wanted to, he's a better scorer than Giannis. Antetokounmpo. He's a better scorer than Giannis.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty valid.
I would take a chance that Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo scores more points than James Harden in the series.
And with all due respect, I'm taking Tyrese Maxey 10 out of 10 times over Chris Middleton.
But that's not who he's matched up with. He's matched up with Drew Holiday.
He just means in terms of.
I'm taking Maxey as a better scorer than Drew Holiday.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay, but Drew Holiday locked down the top guard.
Who's he gonna guard?
Drew's on Harden. He's
gonna guard James Harden.
I'll have you know,
Harden's
Grayson
getting screens. Like Harden's moving. Like he doesn't. He's a playmaker.
All right, has Harden ever done good against Giannis? They have a lot of history in the regular season, and Harden just plays like shit.
Giannis isn't gonna guard Harden.
Giannis is gonna be there to switch off the screen.
Yeah, to help defense and switching.
Embiid.
Let Embiid go for 50.
Embiid. Bobby Portis. You can't just let him though, because your offense is not good enough. It's just not that good.
It is.
You can't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna let your players score." You think Embiid's saying, "I'm gonna let Giannis score"? No, he's gonna actually try better.
So they're number 1 for you.
Are they?
We gotta get there. Hold on, folks. We gotta get there.
So they're number 2. Okay,
yeah,
all right. So me and Taj have them at 4. So Taj, get into number 3.
Yeah, number 3 for me, I have the Bucks for sure.
Okay. All right.
The Bucks, once when they're on, bro, and they're clicking. Like, granted, like Logan said earlier, like if Chris and Drew are off, like I don't think if in like comparison to Philly, if Chris and Drew are off, I don't think Giannis is going to be able to deal with the offensive onslaught that is combined with Joel Embiid and James Harden.
But betting on Drew and Chris Middleton to just be off, that
right,
you
like
can't
that's
just bet on that.
Yeah, that you can't bet on that. But I'm just
well, it's not about them. They're just not that they're just not that good at scoring. Like it's not that they get unlucky. They're just gonna have bad nights because they're just not as talented
in terms of
as scorers. They're just not as they're not great. They're not great scorers. That's just not who they are, and that's who you're asking them to be. Because Giannis isn't Kevin Durant. Giannis is Giannis. In the half court, you're gonna give the ball to Middleton.
And Giannis is the second best player in the world. So.
Yeah, but Giannis isn't a half-court scorer, though. Like, you actually have to run an offense. You actually have to give the ball to someone who's going to
They ran a pretty well offense in the finals, bro.
Yeah, because he was literally chewing Ayton. Like, he was just eating him in fast breaks. He was eating him. Like, I'm surprised they didn't win in 4. It's disgusting.
You don't think Giannis outworks Embiid? You don't think he outworks him?
I think Embiid could guard Giannis way better than Ayton can. I think he could actually do like some damage.
I think Giannis makes it tough for Embiid. I think Giannis does make it tough for Embiid.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it'll be close both ways, defensively and offensively for both of them. It's close with them, honestly. Like you said, you can't bank on Jrue and Chris having an off game, but in terms of offensive onslaught, I'm picking James and Joel over.
But in a playoff series, this is what it's all about. I would take Milwaukee. I would definitely take Milwaukee.
And that's not a hot take. I agree. I feel you.
My number 3, his number 3 was Milwaukee. Mine is the Golden State Warriors.
Oof, man.
Golden State might have the most talent, but Curry's shaky, man. Curry is definitely very shaky.
Ain't no way you're saying Curry shaky because he had a mid-season little drop in his shooting percentage.
No. Curry, okay, look, Golden State's a very good team, but I don't see them better as the teams I have in front of them. They're very good. They have a lot of depth. They have great shooting, a good sixth man, Klay Thompson. But without Draymond Green, is this team going to win playoff
They're going to have
series?
Draymond. They're going to have Draymond. Yeah.
When are they gonna have
in a couple weeks? No, he heard a disc in his back. He'll be back in a couple weeks.
Okay, he'll be back.
The only teams in front of the Warriors.
Only team that I have in the front of the Warriors for the West is the Suns. But
right, and then the East is the Bucks.
They're at 3.
That's blasphemy. That's just fucking.
That's blasphemy.
I'll get to the Suns. I'll get to the Suns. Don't worry. Logan, do your number 3.
Number three. I have. Your number 9, fucking Brooklyn Nets. I have the Brooklyn Nets at number 3. I think
Taj is number 8. I think
the Nets are
they're my number 9.
Criminally. I don't know what this shit is. I don't know if you two are planning on trolling or something, but
literally not.
the Nets are they could be number 1. I feel bad for not putting them number 1. I feel maybe I'm biased for putting the Sixers over. The Nets are The Nets are scary. The Nets are fucking scary. I don't know. I don't know. The Nets have. Right now, the Nets have arguably the best shooting team in the league. I'm just gonna say that they have arguably the best shooting fucking team in the league.
Over Phoenix?
Yes. You have Kyrie Irving, Patty Mills, Seth Curry,
Joe Harris if he comes back.
Durant, Joe Harris if he comes back.
Joe Harris is definitely shaky. Definitely shaky.
And then you could run Simmons at center. You could literally run him at center.
Okay, all right, but here's my proposition for you. Is Simmons stopping Giannis onto the fucking Kupo? Is Simmons stopping Joel Hands Embiid? Is he doing that?
I mean, truthfully, with players like that, you can't.
You're not gonna stop them.
You can slow them down.
You can try to. I mean, I would say.
Ben Simmons not a scrub.
To slow down Giannis a little bit. Embiid, he's not doing anything on Embiid.
Yeah.
But maybe Giannis a little bit, because the height's kind of there. They're even in height. So I feel like he could do damage.
Wait. So how does your offense run? You're thinking majority of the time Kyrie has the ball or Kevin Durant? Which one? Kevin Durant, right?
I'm giving the ball to KD.
And the screen from Ben Simmons.
And a screen and roll from Simmons.
So you're running a 5-out offense.
A 4-out, 1-in. Simmons is either setting screens or he's at the dunker. Simmons is never. I'm not putting him at power forward. That team is too good offensively to waste it with 2 fucking centers that can't shoot.
Okay.
So I'm putting him at center.
And
then you have the best backup center in the league in Drummond. So you could put him in. And then you could run lineups as is Aldridge still on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So say KD and Kyrie are on the bench. You could put Simmons at point guard, Aldridge at center, with Curry, Mills, and Harris, and you could literally run that lineup. Imagine that.
I don't think they beat Milwaukee.
Just so many possibilities, so much shooting, so much talent.
Okay. Number 2, Milwaukee Bucks. Who's your number 2, Logan? The Warriors.
The Sixers.
Over the Warriors. Over the Warriors. Over the Golden State Warriors.
No, he has the Sixers at 2.
Oh, and then okay, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Why do you have the Sixers at 2? Go ahead.
I just feel just between Harden and this is the best easily. Like there's no arguments. The best
Scoring duo.
guard center duo since fucking Shaq and Kobe. But just scoring duo in general, it might be one of the best in a minute.
Not Kevin Durant and fucking James Harden, right?
I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say that because they were always stepping on each other's toes. When did they really play together and both score fucking 40? Like,
You're right.
Harden and Embiid are going to score without interrupting each other. They're going to play. They're going to get their own in their ways. The Sixers have not had a decent guard, a decent fucking point guard, or someone who could at least a competent guard that could handle the ball since Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
They have not had someone that could fucking dribble the ball and also shoot it.
Well, a better way to put that is Embiid has never played with a guard that can do that.
Embiid has never played with a fucking playmaking guard that could actually shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, he's never done it. And then you give him a fucking James Harden, who's arguably one of the best scorers of all time, and he's elevated his playmaking out of nowhere. And just is just an orchestrator of offense.
Out of nowhere, it's clear that these guys did not watch Houston Harden, but it's fine. It's definitely fine. It's definitely fine.
I mean, it's not out of nowhere. There's just not enough talent on those teams to fucking actually bring his playmaking.
Bro,
you put him on the Nets, you put him on the
Harden,
Sixers. He's gonna rack fucking numbers. He's gonna rack assists without even trying to force passes. He's just gonna be a better playmaker.
Okay, my number 2 is Milwaukee, for the simple fact that they have championship DNA. They proved to us when their backs were against the walls, they did it. They could do it.
Where did you put the Sixers?
I put Sixers at 4.
Same.
Under the Warriors.
And the Bucks for me too.
Mm-hmm. Milwaukee has the second best player in the world, Giannis, coming off of a Finals MVP. He has not slowed down. He's actually gotten better. His three-point shooting is a lot better. His mid-range shooting is a lot better.
The Suns at 1. That's so fucking lame.
Lame.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
So lame.
Okay.
No, Taj, we'll let him know. We'll let him know.
That's just so
We're gonna
lame.
have to because like that just proves you're not watching.
The
There's no
only
way.
piece
There's
on
no
this
way.
Milwaukee Bucks team that I'm worried about is Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton is one of the most inconsistent co-stars ever. I'm not gonna lie, ever, literally ever. But when Chris Middleton is on, this team is the best team in the fucking NBA without a doubt.
I just don't understand like why you would lie and say that they're better than this. I don't understand how they're better than the Sixers. I don't get it. Embiid's literally going to win MVP. So
I'm not worried about.
What makes Giannis better than Embiid? I don't even understand it. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't understand how he's better.
I'm not saying Giannis is better. I said the second best player in the NBA. You don't understand that the reason why I have Milwaukee. What do you mean? Embiid's number 1. I have Giannis number 2.
Number 1.
Yeah,
that's retarded then. That's
just
dumb.
because you're the best player in the world doesn't mean your team's the best in the world. The reason that listen. You think of Harden as an upgrade. I think of him as an upgrade too. But a Harden-led team, I don't know. I trust the championship-winning team. They've proven they can do it. They can do it again.
They're not Harden-led.
Yes, they are. It's clear.
Harden's the fucking kid. He literally he doesn't have to score.
Big men don't tend to do great in the postseason. They don't. It's harder. It's harder for them. Harden is going to rely on step-back jumpers, and he did it even today. Today he did it. He sat at half court when he didn't have the ball. That's a bad habit. If he continues those habits of just not giving a fuck when he doesn't have the ball, he's just not occupied or interested, then you don't win. You don't fucking win. Milwaukee doesn't have players who just don't care. They try every fucking night.
I feel that.
So you think Game 7 finals?
Yes,
Embiid has the ball on the post. You think James Harden's sitting at half court, and then they're gonna double off of Harden? He's just gonna stay out.
I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it. I fucking seen it. I've seen it in the Game 7. James Harden has done that. Eric Gordon had the ball. James Harden was sitting at half court. Game 7.
That's Eric Gordon, though. No one
It's
respects
not.
him.
It's not.
James Harden has a subconscious disrespect for Eric Gordon dribbling the fucking ball when he's on the court. When Joel Embiid is arguably the best fucking.
Okay, all right. Let me let you. Celtics series, right? Celtics series. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, they all played together. Harden did the same shit. He just sat at half court when Kevin Durant would have the ball.
The ball's in the paint, though. The ball's in the paint. Embiid has the ball in the paint. Why is Harden sitting at that's a dumb argument. That just doesn't happen. He's literally just going to sit at the three-point line. That's dumb.
Okay.
Your argument's dumb. That's what you're saying is making.
I'm saying that the lack of caring and the laziness of James Harden is what holds you. But listen, you're still the fourth best. You're still the fourth best team in the league. That's second best in the East.
That's dumb, though. You're saying he doesn't care when that's obviously wrong. You put him on the team where their players just aren't dedicated. They just didn't want to play. Kevin Durant's hurt. Fucking, of course, always hurt. Kyrie Irving just doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play.
We've wrote this story before. We've wrote it before. Houston, we've wrote it before. We've wrote this story before, bro. And I just don't see it ending in James Harden winning a championship. I don't. I don't.
Second best player, Jason Kidd.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Tosh. Who's your number 2?
My number 2 is the Golden State Warriors. Once they get Draymond back, bro, the team is literally elite. Like I said, the Warriors, number 2 team in the whole entire league, bro. Only teams ahead of them are the Suns and the Bucks, truthfully. I don't have the Bucks ahead of them here, but in terms of like Eastern Conference meeting Western Conference, I could see a Warriors-Bucks finals. But if like the Suns, bro, I have them number 1, and I don't see them slipping. I know Chris Paul's out. I don't think they'll drop, if any, if they do at all. They're still elite at every position. They're elite. Mikal Bridges, elite defender. Jay Crowder, solid 3 and D. You know he's not superstar, but he's a solid 3 and D.
Don't get into the Suns yet. Don't get into the Suns yet. Let's talk more about the Warriors because you have them at 2.
Yeah, for sure. Like the Warriors, like I said, once they get Dre back, they're set, bro. Like they look great now, but once they get their defensive anchor and like fucking like essentially on-court coach back on the floor, bro.
Yeah.
Like
how could you put the Suns over the?
We'll let you know.
Why?
Let's go, Tosh. Come on.
I just can't agree with
number
it.
1, Tosh. Number 1. But who's your number 1 team? Let him go.
Number 1,
Come on.
Number 1 team, bro.
The Phoenix fucking Suns.
Phoenix fucking Suns.
Far and
away. That just means you're not watching. They're far and away the most elite team in the league.
Easily. They have a defensive player of the year candidate.
You're saying that about
they have arguably
record.
the best game.
It's not record.
No, we're not.
It's on-court impact of every single player on the team.
Devin Booker is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He's getting overlooked this season, and the only reason for that is because he's playing next to a great guard who is old as shit, but he's playing amazing basketball.
Literally.
If Devin Booker is alone on that team, he is a fucking MVP candidate. He's an MVP candidate if he doesn't have Chris Paul on that team, and he showed that. First game without Chris Paul, he drops 27, 6 rebounds, and 13 assists.
That he just leisurely steps into the point guard role. Like, that is so elite,
Devin Booker
bro.
is that dude, and he plays defense. Unlike Donovan Mitchell, he plays defense. Donovan Mitchell does not play defense. Devin Booker does play defense.
Donovan Mitchell have to do with this?
Because that's consistent comparisons to Devin Booker. It's Donovan Mitchell.
I feel that, bro.
Donovan Mitchell doesn't play defense.
No, he doesn't. Devin Booker plays defense. We haven't even talked about their wing talent. They have Mikal Bridges. Like you said, Jay Crowder, Cameron Johnson, all amazing shooters. Well, not amazing. Besides, they're both the two. Mikal Bridges and Cameron Johnson.
But how are they better than the Warriors, though? Is it the centers?
They actually have really good center depth.
That's the only way I could imagine.
They have really good center depth, and Chris Paul makes centers a lot better than what they are. They do have JaVale McGee, if I'm not mistaken, Bismack Biyombo, and the X factor for making them better than the Warriors, DeAndre Ayton. That is what makes them better than the Warriors.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton over Wiseman. If we're going matchup to
Wiseman's not even
matchup,
healthy. Nicole, what is it, Bielitsa? Yeah, come on.
Bielitsa. Tough. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I don't know what it is with you and the Suns, Logan. Like I said, like it's not about a record thing. It's about watching them, bro. Like on
Yeah,
court.
bro.
I don't know. I just think the other teams are just
And you
more talented.
let me
Better
say
teams.
you said that the Nets have the best shooting team in the NBA. I think it's Phoenix. Phoenix is the best shooting team in the NBA. Well, you could say the Warriors because of Curry and
wouldn't
Klay
say that.
Thompson, but the Suns.
Why
Player-
why the fuck would it be the Suns? That just doesn't even make sense to me.
Mikal,
You haven't watched them play then.
Crowder,
You haven't watched them play then.
That's dumb.
Cameron
That's
Payne,
dumb.
Devin Booker, Cam Johnson. That's like six
Chris
shooters.
Chris Paul
Paul.
isn't a great 3-point shooter, and their center
What?
doesn't shoot. So what makes
Chris
them
Paul's
the
not a
best
great
3-point?
three-point shooter.
He's not. He's not.
What?
He's not a great. He's not.
He's not a great 3-point shooter. He can knock him down, but mid range is his game.
He's not a great.
Let's be honest.
He's a average to below average 3-point shooter. He's not a great 3-point shooter.
Chris Paul can knock it down, but if we're talking shooters, that's more so Cameron Johnson, Shamet, Book.
Oh yeah, and my mistake. They are 49-11. They
Yeah,
just
literally.
lost tonight.
Yeah,
Taking
literally.
Cameron Johnson over Seth Curry for
Yes.
the 3-pointer.
Well, no, but as a player, yes.
Shooting.
Shooting.
You're
Okay,
taking
shooting.
Crowder over Mills shooting. Really?
No,
okay,
but,
okay. We're not trying to compare straight on 3-point percentages. We're just saying they have shooters
It's
too.
the fact that they have guys who could shoot the ball, but they
We're just
also
gonna-
are
we're just
equally
gonna
as
say-
good on defense. They're equally as good on
We're just gonna
defense.
sit here and say like Chris Paul is so obviously better than Kyrie Irving. We're just gonna act like
He's
that's
not.
true.
Right
We're
now, I mean, come on.
In terms of-
come on.
Do they not
Come
cancel
on.
out?
No, they don't. Chris Paul he's a winning player. He fucking wins. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie has played.
and he doesn't.
Kyrie has like 8 games played this season.
He's literally coming back full time, fully
Okay,
healthy.
all right. Kyrie's not even a fucking point guard. Kyrie's not a point guard.
Yes, he is.
Kyrie doesn't. He's not gonna make a winning pass.
Doesn't matter. There's
Okay.
no winning fucking pass. Like
Yes, there
give the
is.
ball to
There's
someone
a
who
winning-
can fucking score.
Chris Paul plays winning basketball. Regardless of the championship, he plays winning basketball. And the team is built
don't know.
perfectly. They have 2 great playmakers, great defense, great shooting. They have depth at the big man
I
position.
don't think
They're
their
gonna-
defense is that good, to be honest. I mean, if you look through their defense, Chris Paul, small, Booker, average.
Chris Paul is a very.
Mikal Bridges, great, good to great defender. Crowder, good defender. Ayton, weak defender. I just don't. I don't
The
see
Nets
how their
bench
defense is that
isn't touching the Suns.
Yeah, they're not. They're not. They're not.
not.
Cameron Payne is better than every player on that
good.
fucking bench.
Have you ever heard of a rotation? You think Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, and Durant are
Oh,
going to
no.
be on the court?
Yeah,
all times?
yeah. I don't.
Kyrie Irving is going to be on the bench unit, or Simmons. It's going to be one of them. They're
Yeah.
going to be with the bench at all times.
Yeah, but that's not the point. That's not the point. The bench unit for the Suns is better, though. It's better. It's way better.
You could.
Who's their? I mean,
Who's their backup point guard? Cameron Payne.
but you have Drummond. You have Mills, Harris. You
Bro,
have Curry. Like
I get
all
it. I
these
get
players.
it. Drummond has been very good as a backup for the Sixers, but
I'm taking JaVale McGee over Andre Drummond.
yeah, come on, bro. Come on.
Andre Drummond's
Come on.
effectiveness on the court, no doubt, it can't be overlooked. But if we're talking comparing him to other bigs or just effectiveness on the court,
Drummond used to be called a fucking all-star, and he's still young. Like
That's crazy.
He literally does the same shit
Because
that he did
people
before.
realize that he's a negative. When he was a
He's
starting
not a
center,
negative.
When
He
he
doesn't
was,
touch the ball. He doesn't score. He doesn't shoot.
When he
not
was
a
a
negative.
starting center, he was a negative defender. He's a negative defender.
But he's not though. Not now. He's not a negative. He's actually like
he's
solid
played a bit
defender.
better, but
He's
I
a
don't think
defender.
substantially
We'll
enough.
see. We'll see when Chris Paul gets the switch at the top of the key. We'll see that. We'll see. We'll definitely see that.
I mean,
You say that about any center.
any
though.
center, yeah, I
if-
was gonna say that.
Giannis gets a switch up top. He's not worried.
He's an elite power forward. That's different from
Yeah,
Andre
but we're
fucking
talking
Drummond.
about he's a backup though. So we're
Yeah.
talking that's Cameron Payne. That's like Simmons
Okay.
is getting switched
Cameron
on
Payne-
Paul. Not Drummond.
Simmons is not guarding Chris fucking Paul off a pick.
See,
What are
now,
you talking
now
about?
you're being a little disgusting, I think.
He
I feel
can.
you're being a little
Ben
nasty.
can.
Bro,
now.
you're overrating Ben Simmons as a defender. He's not that good of a defender. He's not that good
he
of a
can't
defender.
lock Chris Paul.
No,
He can't guard Chris
no.
Paul. He can't guard a
Bro.
38-year-old Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is the smartest basketball player in the NBA.
I mean, yeah, you could be smart.
How
You
does
can.
smarts make you 6'11" with fucking 93 speed in 2K. What does that have to do? Like, what does that mean?
Bro, what the fuck is speed and bro? 2K defense is different, bro.
Simmons
it's literally so much different.
Simmons is a fucking gazelle. Chris Paul's not moving on Ben Simmons.
Simmons is gonna get hit by the DeAndre Ayton screen, and Chris Paul is gonna pull that mid range and make it 99.9% of the time.
You better get a fucking screen, because if
Chris Paul, I'm not saying Chris Paul's gonna ISO Ben Simmons.
Yeah, no, you better call the fucking screen.
But isn't Simmons the center? Simmons is the center.
He can play 1-3-5.
So you're putting Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons in a pick and roll. You don't think they're fucking destroying that the entire game?
What, on defense? They're on defense, you're saying? The Nets are on defense?
Yes, they're fucking picking that pick and roll defense apart.
I wouldn't say that.
What?
You act like Kyrie Irving's a bad defense. Like, it doesn't matter. It's fucking, he could move. Like,
Chris Paul is a better defender than Kyrie Irving.
For sure.
What, bro? Do you watch the Suns play?
I don't know why we're acting like Chris Paul is just like fucking God that's not gonna get hurt too. I don't know why we're acting like that. He's literally 40. Like, let's please calm down.
Okay, but there's also a chance that Kyrie Irving feels like the earth is fucking flat and he doesn't want to play because he wants to go and fucking throw sage in the arena. So, where you're also acting like that can't happen.
Like, the vaccine shit, they literally mandate, like, he doesn't have to have
What does that have to do with Kyrie Irving taking personal days off because he thinks the earth is flat?
He's not going to do, he never did that during the playoffs. He never did that.
Yeah, he just got hurt.
Not do that.
Kyrie Irving's also injury prone. What?
Yeah, but he's not 40. And he's not a fucking main option. Like,
truthfully,
he doesn't have to be.
Truthfully, to wrap up this debate, it could go either way. Truthfully, at the end of the day, Chris Paul is elite, Kyrie Irving's elite. They're elite in different ways.
I think player for player, the Suns are better.
And I have the Warriors at number one.
I feel that. You could honestly go either way with the Warriors.
I think you're forgetting about. Like, with the Warriors, I think you're forgetting that they have the best depth in the league.
100%. The Suns and the Warriors are basically the same fucking team, but they don't have the center depth that the Phoenix Suns do.
I think you're overvaluing the center. I don't think the centers are as important.
It does matter. DeAndre Ayton is better than Bielitsa. Let me tell you, he's better than Bielitsa.
I think Looney is like gonna hold his own.
James Wiseman and Kevin Looney are like. Once you see Kevon Looney, once you see them in the playoffs against JaVale McGee or DeAndre Ayton,
is Ayton like ISOing or some shit?
No, center value, boards, eating in the paint, bro. I'm not saying Wiseman and Kevon Looney's gonna get bitched, but
Ayton has a mid range. Ayton has a fucking mid range.
So I don't care. I'll live with that shit. I don't give a fuck. You could shoot. That's not scaring me. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
you're overvaluing the center.
Bro, a Chris Paul pick and roll is scaring you. Stop. It's scaring you.
And the Warriors fucking 5-out screens, like, they're eating Ayton on defense. They're eating him. Like, they're gonna fucking eat him up.
Who?
Anyone. Literally anyone. Like, if you put Bielitsa in, he's gonna have to go to the corner. And then you're going to have to guard Wiggins, you're going to have to guard Curry.
Bro, the Warriors literally never 5-out. What the fuck are you talking about?
They could space, though. They could literally run Draymond at center.
The Suns can switch 1 through 5 and be fine.
They don't have it. So what are you saying? They have Poole in? They have Poole?
Ayton's guarding Wiggins? Like, I think you're being a little disgusting.
No, Mikal Bridges is guarding Wiggins. He's either guarding Wiggins or he's guarding Curry.
Who fucking cares if he's guarding Wiggins? Wiggins is the fucking 5th best, like, he doesn't have to score. They give it to Curry.
Wiggins is an all-star starter.
Yes.
Yeah, let's act like it.
He's the all-star starter, and he's the fucking 3rd, 4th, 5th best player on the team. They could literally just give it to Curry.
I'd say he's the 2nd best player on the team.
Wiggins is an all-star starter.
He's come on, bro. He's better than Clay right now. Stop. Literally stop. He's better than Clay. Right now, he's better than Clay.
Right now, he's 3rd best player on the team. When Dre's back, he's the 4th best. Let's be honest. In terms of full-on impact, bro, can I just say for a second, Andrew Wiggins is having a great season because he's on the Warriors. Any other team he's on, he's not having that season.
I feel like you're forgetting about Wiggins. I just feel like that really puts them like up there.
But Wiggins is also how much better is Wiggins on defense and on offense than Mikal Bridges? How much better?
Well, he's a lot better on offense. On defense, he's not that much worse.
A lot better. You think Wiggins is a better shooter than Mikal Bridges?
Just a fucking
This
spot
season,
up. He's
yeah.
spotting up. He's not getting.
He's a
the
better
wrong
shooter?
chance.
This season, Andrew Wiggins' three-point percentage is like right next to Curry's.
Okay,
Actually,
well,
no. Wiggins has the best three-point percentage on the Warriors team this season. He literally does.
Okay, all right, okay, but does Mikal Bridges? Do you think they waste his time by guarding Wiggins, or does he guard Curry? Because last time he guarded Curry, that was scary. That was scary hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Mikal on Curry would be great, and then you put Jay on like I don't know.
Who
Clay.
exactly? Yeah, who is guarding Curry? I don't understand.
Yeah,
Is it
Mikal has like
So then who's guarding Wiggins then? Chris Paul?
Fucking Devin Booker? What the fuck?
Yeah, Devin Booker's not a just trash defender. He's gonna like defend Wiggins.
Bro,
He's not
Devin
gonna lock
Booker
him.
is a good defender.
Yeah, he's not
a
gonna lock
good
him, but
defender.
he's gonna
Paul
defend
on
him.
Clay. All right.
Yeah. Well, no, not Paul on Clay. Paul can.
Yeah, he guard Clay. Yeah, Paul can guard Clay.
Paul on
I was
Draymond?
gonna.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
No, Jake Crowder on Draymond Green.
And then Paul on Clay.
Yeah.
It'll be rough for him around them screens, little body self.
I would put Paul on Draymond. I'd put Crowder on
Yeah, because
Clay.
truthfully, Dre is.
I mean, the switch is gonna happen regardless, but yeah.
It honestly, between the Suns and the Warriors, it's close, bro. We can debate all day. It
It's
really
close.
just comes
I
down
feel
to
like
it.
they're the same team besides the center position, so I think that they're better.
I think you're just, yeah, but that's not true though, because it's like if they're the same team, right? Let's say they're all the same, everything's equal. Point guard, Curry, Chris Paul. So we're talking about the best point guard of all time, and then what? Fucking number 10, number 8. Like
What?
Like what are we? What are we talking about?
You don't think Chris Paul's a top 5 point guard this season?
He is.
No, I'm talking all time. Curry's the best point guard
What
ever.
the fuck does all time have to do with it right now?
Curry's the fucking best guard ever, and then you got Chris Paul. It's like Curry's a better player than Chris Paul in every fucking sense of the word.
But it's not
everything.
It's Chris Paul adds a different dimension to the game with his IQ.
You have to stop acting like Curry's not.
Okay, you say that. Clay Thompson and Devin Booker. What? Like what? That cancels out the thing you just said.
Does it though?
Yes.
Does it?
Devin Booker is substantially better than Klay Thompson. He has more of an impact than Klay Thompson does.
He's gonna dribble and score, but like Klay doesn't need to do that because he's Wiggins and Curry. Like he doesn't need to dribble. Like it's not. He's gonna fucking shoot the ball and make it. It's that simple.
So who are you putting on Chris Paul on defense? Who, Wiggins? Or are you just letting Curry guard him? Because listen, the Suns have the advantage because they have two playmakers.
I'm putting Curry on Chris Paul, and I'm putting Wiggins on Booker.
Yeah, Curry can't guard anyone else on that team because they're bigger and they score in a mismatch, maybe. But like,
and that's another reason the Suns have big defenders who can shoot. They have size that can shoot. And they have two really good playmakers. I don't see a world where the Suns lose to the Warriors. I don't.
It'll be close. 7-game series. I feel like
Warriors have multiple great playmakers.
Yeah, they got Poole, they got Curry.
They have Draymond, they have Wiggins, Poole. Like those are all great playmakers.
Are they better playmakers than Chris Paul and Devin Booker?
Chris Paul as a collective will be the best ball handling point guard.
Curry's
ball
a better
playmaker.
fucking playmaker than Chris Paul.
Then
like,
what? No, okay, no.
Chris Paul is known
false.
for passing.
False.
Curry's the best, most.
False.
They have the most.
That's wrong.
Curry doesn't even set up his own plays. He literally runs.
He literally plays off ball. They play.
Care.
You don't care. That's crazy.
You don't need
the
ball to be a playmaker. You don't need the fucking ball.
I mean, you could
I
argue
understand
the
that.
most gravity
I
of
understand
any
that.
player ever.
Okay, but
Chris Paul is nowhere near the offensive threat that Curry is. It's just not even close.
He doesn't need to be an offensive threat for them.
just because you don't have to guard him when he fucking enters the stadium doesn't mean he's not as much of an offensive threat.
It's a big deal. That's a big thing.
You can argue. Look. You can argue that Chris Paul's pick and roll game is the best scoring in the fucking league.
So he shoots a 50-50 mid-range. That's the best scoring ever.
That 50-50 is going in about 80% of the fucking time.
But it literally says that he shoots 50%. So are you taking a 50% mid-range or a 40% three from Curry?
He doesn't shoot 40%. He doesn't shoot 40%.
Yeah, he had a fucking slump. We're gonna act like he sucks. He shoots 45% from 3 in his career, right? He's a 40% fucking.
See, you're using analytics to break it down. I'm literally telling you that the way Chris Paul plays.
That's not the best play ever. That's not the best play.
Curry has to get open. He has to get open. Chris Paul gets open regardless. Even if he doesn't get open, he has a lob. He can just lob it.
Curry's not getting. You're saying Curry's not getting open.
He's not getting open as much as Chris Paul. Curry's gonna have to take contested shots. Personally, I feel like you're disrespecting the Phoenix Suns.
I mean, they're great, but it's like I don't think they're better than those 3 teams.
By the way, the top 3 teams, obviously, all of us think that they have a chance to win the title.
Top 5.
Yeah, top 5. Obviously, we feel like
top
they
5
can
all
win.
have like around the same odds. Like to me, they all have like
For me,
the same
it's
amount of
only
chance.
For me, the Suns definitely have a higher odds than all those teams because I feel like they have something to prove this season, and they have proved a lot of it because look at them, bro. Look at them in the regular season. They're unfuckwittable. Unfuckwittable.
Yeah, literally.
All five teams have about just around a 20% chance. Just like all of them, just hovering around 20. So it's like just about the same.